This is part 19 of my condensed footage series, and if this happens to be your first video, it's not going to make any sense unless you actually watch every single one, which I know it's strange because it's going to be about a 4 or 5 hour series, which is basically impossible for any normal human to want to watch, but keep watching. So look at this, ladies. As I was saying earlier, there was a lady that literally told me that I'm in hell already. As I said before, they want to make me think that I'm in a different world.
See how these license
and evidence of what I'm talking about, right? There's a bunch of license plates that say like CSI, NCS, NSA, GIN, JC, a bunch of license plates that mean something specific.
See how these license plates say, well, this one says NCS. Other stuff like EBT, all stuff that relates to me and what I'm doing in life. I talked about other times. There's two license plates that said JC, two that said JDB. You might as well change that. I put over here says GER, like GER from Invader Zim. And I just like, well, what's it to you? No, I'm just going around. I work for a church, like a missionary type of thing. I go around and I look for different license plates that like spell stuff out and I document them. Like some license plates say like JC for Jesus Christ or like GR, and those numbers like that mean something. Like that one says GR over there. All right. See ya.
All right. See you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. And I'll take one of you too.
Do it.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. Do you love Jesus?
She was trying to make me think that she was Jesus, and was so happy to do it. Like I told you, I studied their body language. She, in her delusional, sad, narcissistic, evil, manipulative mind, thinks that I'll think she's Jesus if she stands like that, and was also literally said the words, "That's where you are already." When I said, watch this.
I do.
Do you know him?
I do.
She said she knows Jesus. I don't think she does. As you can see here, it says no. I don't know her.
Are you sure?
That's why I can do this.
Now, wait, hold on, watch this. Let's go back a little bit.
I do.
Do you know him?
I do.
Are you sure?
That's why
That's who I am, she said. She literally admitted to being Jesus Christ. That's not Jesus Christ. As you can see her here, she said she knows Jesus. It says no right here.
That's why I can do this.
That's why she can do this. That's who I am. That's why I can do this.
Because
Oh, yeah?
he's with me.
Because he's with me. No.
No, he's not.
Oh yeah. Yes, he is.
No, it's just me. You know who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who
You're going to hell.
Exactly.
Shit, that's exactly where you are.
Now we have a picture of each other.
You said I'm in hell?
Huh?
You said I'm in hell?
No. Now we have a picture of each other. We're good.
See how immature that is? And this also proves what I'm talking about, where she wants a picture of me because I took a picture of her, but I didn't take a picture of her. That's how Satan's narcissistic, delusional mind is. They know that I'm just taking pictures of license plates, and that's why she wanted to start a problem. Because they know I'm seeing signs from, well, me and my father on the license plates for everyone, and they wanted to cause a problem about it. And at the same time, is they want to make me feel like I'm on camera because I made them feel like they're on camera.
We're good.
So here, you can see she admitted. She told me she was Jesus Christ and admitted to the fact that they're telling me I'm already in hell. When I'm obviously not. I know there's other humans out there. And even though I'm not human, I count myself as one of them because that's the whole point. Jesus Christ being king of the Jews, but except I'm king of the humans.
See, they're it.
And what I'm saying is that they're basically like it. They literally are trying to turn me into a little girl or a baby or a kid and corrupt me and make me gay and trans and make God hate me and make me sin and torture me. And do you think that's normal? I said, do you know, Jesus said that's who I am. Is that normal? And she's having her head in a cross. If you want to think that's some sort of weird, strange sign from God, it says no right behind her. So no, that's not a sign from God. Now let's look over here. And again, I'm trying to condense these videos all in so you can see that there's much more. That's not the only one. There's much more strange stuff going on in here. And this is a more older video, but you'll see.
Excuse me. Hey, I'm doing a video for a church. Can I look at your shirt? Oh, man. Oh, your shirt. It's a good shirt.
He had a shirt that said Jesus. And it was on the same day where there was another girl with a shirt that said Satan on it. Because I told you, they want me to think Satan is Jesus and Jesus is Satan. Just like I told you, the guy that was talking about being an alien infiltrator and a spy, and he said that Satan is Jesus, Jesus is Satan. I mean, I have people online admitting to being alien infiltrators, and no one wants to do anything about it. That's why I said, the world must be so brainwashed, it's sad. Everyone's ignoring my warnings, and that's not good.
See ya.
I told you, they're trying to convince me that Satan is Jesus, and that I'm in hell. They're trying to lie to me, manipulate me, corrupt me, make me sin. They want to insinuate that I'm a girl or a dog. And they, in their head, you gotta understand that being gay and trans is not a sin. And having sex isn't a sin. All it talks about, the 7 deadly sins, the 10 commandments, is the only thing it says is don't be lustful. Don't, like, look at men as if they're just money and sex. Don't look at women as if they're just money and sex. You never want to think like that. That would be the improper way to think about another human being.
Oh, excuse me. Sure. Oh.
As you can see, it says Jesus. I need to be a little quick with these videos. Now look at this. More signs. Now, the movies that were trying to insinuate I'm a girl or a dog and other stuff are now here. Okay, so you can see.
Frozen. The girl with red hair. You know, like Valentine, like lips. They want me like, will you
They want me to think
be our Valentine after that?
And they
like,
tried to time it out.
They wanted me to like walk over there and see that and be like, oh my god, they're me or something. Oh my god.
And all of a sudden, they're
like,
right here. They want me to. They always try to insinuate that I'm a girl and I'm some guy's girlfriend. They'll even have the guy like try and look like Jesus sometimes with like a big beard. And it's like pretending to be me in front of me is like world's dumbest criminal style.
It's part of the process, it's part of the test. And then I go over here and I'm like frozen. Oh, and I gotta wear lipstick. And imagine if someone came up to you saying that they're you. And let's say they didn't know everything about you. Let's say they just kept saying I'm you every day or two. Now imagine if they told you that they were you, they were your dad, and that they were your boyfriend, and that you're just a little girl and you didn't know it, and that you like puppy, you're a dog, you didn't know it. Doesn't that sound creepy? I mean, to a normal human,
That's literally what they're doing to me, by the way. I know it sounds crazy, but if you watch my other videos, there were so many subliminal messages they put everywhere, such as like a book that says missing next to a book that says family matters or something, and it's a girl with red hair. Then there was another one about a dog. You have to watch the other videos. I can't just reiterate every single video every 10 minutes, or else the series is gonna be like 8 hours long.
Terrifying. You know the movie, Samuel Jackson? I forget, but he's like, he's playing the role of a and stuff like that. Roy, the game of Roy. I don't even think they're playing the game of Roy. And then you saw him on the inside. It was like some old, deranged person with dementia. They're as smart as dogs. You do exactly that picture. Look up for the Samuel Jackson picture. If that guy came up to you and started saying that he was your dad and the real you and stuff like that, Roy, the game of Roy. I don't even think they're playing the game of Roy. But they're not. Now,
that sounds crazy, but I'm just talking about the game of Roy and Rick and Morty, and how it says Roy on the board on "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" the video. Now I can get more of that later.
Would you believe him? That'd be pretty creepy. It's scary, right? Now, what if instead of that old man that would have dementia?
I can explain this. Hold on.
You have to look up, not to sound racist, we have to look up angry old black man. I'm not being racist. It's actually what you have to look up to exactly that picture. Look up for the Samuel Jackson picture. If that guy came up to you and started saying that he was your dad and the real you and stuff like that, Roy, the game of Roy. I don't even think they're playing the game of Roy. But they're not. Now it's scared crapless. Would you believe him? That'd be pretty creepy. It's scary, right? Now, what if instead of that old man that would have dementia?
Because
and that old man, there's a dog there. That old man, because they're as smart as dogs. In some sort of way, they're as smart as dogs.
right when I'm talking about Satan, all of a sudden a dog pops out, and I try to time it out to basically call Satan as smart as a dog.
They're like, I mean, if you really look at.
And again, they always do weird stuff like this, where right in front of me, I don't think that's okay. Where I have a carriage and it appears as though it's going to take a left. And then she just cuts me right off. It's one of those strange addictions they do. They'll try and, like, piss me off or make me angry or just get really close to me to try and, like, you know, they think they're molesting me, hurting me, just pissing me off. Anything to just make me slightly less happy.
Look at them. I mean, honestly, I think it's a funny picture to have them looking at. I don't understand how or what to diagnose Satan. If you watch all my videos, I'm a doctor and a psychologist. On the they're literally the exact type of people they try and say I am.
And I try and time this out too, where, you know, it would appear as though I wouldn't know where that was or how to time out that conversation, as they keep trying to insinuate I'm a girl. So let's listen to this again.
I'm a doctor and a psychologist on the inside, and I obviously did know it, because they think I'm Dr. Janus. Janus, just relax, because that's like what Satan is. Satan's trying to tell me all this crazy stuff about myself, when that's like what they are.
If you look up Dr. Janus from South Park, it's basically someone who told Butters that he was, like, wicked sick, mentally ill, when everything that he called Butters was what he was, when that's what, like, Satan's doing to me.
They're like crazy little people and deranged and schizophrenic. They didn't even know it. They're literally.
This is monster right there.
The exact type of people they try and say I am,
and they call me, like, a girl with red hair, when that's what they're like, basically. They're like women and evil people and all this weird stuff that they insinuate about me.
It's insane that they thought they could get away with it. Like, they're trying to tell, they want me to believe that they're my doctors. They want me to believe that they're my dad, they're my boyfriend dad. They tell me I'm the true son of Lucifer, but at the same time they say I'm a girl, the true son, daughter of Lucifer. Please bear with me. As you can see, hold on.
So you can see this girl right here to the left.
A big development in the video series that I'm doing. As you can see, hold on. To become a man one day. So it's explain this. So bank robber outfits. And you'll literally see a guy. Hold on, I'll show you. Please bear with me for this one. This might be a big development in the video series that I'm doing. As you can see, hold on. Okay, look up. Bank robber.
Now she goes here.
They're trying to convince me that
and
they're me.
Puts her
Well, they might as well all be dressed like this.
finger right there. Let's watch this again.
Okay, look up. Bank robber outfits.
See where she puts her mouth right there. Now look.
Said they're trying to convince me that they're me. Well, they might as well all be dressed like this. and they actually think they could get away with it. Oh, my bad. And like that carriage. And hold on, like this. Like they're trying to tell me, like, shh, it's just Jesus, don't mind me.
Just like what she was doing. She just had her mouth right there. Then all of a sudden, I do that. Does that not look suspicious to you?
This is the way, and like they genuinely believe that if I relax, again, the number 2 coming up, like a little girl, dude, you're gonna get Dragula instead. These people aren't controlling me, dog, and it's like.
I warned Satan that if you're trying to turn me into some dog or a little girl, that I'm gonna turn into someone for you and no one else, or anyone working with you, and it's someone very, very evil and bad on you. It's in Revelations, the Bible.
Like they're smart. It's not even a regular dog, like this thing, technically. And also, I'm an alien in human form. That's Jesus Christ. And that's confusing. Like, wait, you rabbit? Like, look, like I'm trying to take a picture of a baby. Experimental psychology and tactics. When I said I, that girl's phone. I'm trying to almost play along with how bad. What's he talking about? I mean, that's not saying talks exactly, but I mean, like if I were to technique, a hypnotist and mentalist technique, he used to be able to almost. What else could I explain in this video? Again, when I say I always try to match it up. Like a girl with red hair, a dog, and stuff like that. So they think that it's like giving someone extra psychosis, or changing, like sculpting, or carving their psychosis. So they think they're tearing something down of mine, when really they're blindfolded and building it up. And then once they look around, it's like every couple bricks is theirs, and every couple bricks is mine. But I'm the one handing them their bricks anyways. So they think they're hurting me once in a while. They think they're helping me, hurting my accident. But then all of a sudden I wake up and I'm like, oh.
They basically think they're manipulating me, lying to me, torturing me, and they even think that God is letting them switch places with me and actually going to accomplish a dream, make me into a little girl or a dog, when really all they're doing is giving me evidence that they're real. And then after that phase, I started blackmailing them. And after that phase, the blackmail part 2 set in, where I wanted them to stop doing all the weird stuff in the stores, and they did, thinking that I could only win if they kept doing these bad signs, these crazy signs that they're doing, and then knowing that they would stop doing it, now they're doing it again, and now they keep on doing it, and they are basically stuck in this vicious cycle of doing all this strange stuff, because if they stop, it will seem not normal. If they do it too much, it'll seem not normal. So they almost have to keep doing these strange, weird, subliminal, intimidating messages to me in order to keep it from appearing unnormal.
It's almost like we're surrounded by all this evidence that makes us look guilty, makes him look not guilty. I have much better analogies than that I can recite better when I'm in a better mood and I'm really feeling it. That's kind of the way God speaks through me. To really feel it in a mood is also, if you can't love me as if I was just another human, of course I try to make a match up with God, then you can't love God. And the last ones were for Satan. They didn't want me. They don't want to love me. And it's like one of the things, they were almost mad at Hayden.
Like I said, a lot of times through this series, you'll notice when I say me or Jesus, I happen to try and be around a girl or a dog in order to, and sometimes when I'm saying them or Satan, it'll be a girl or a dog. So they're in this state of confusion and unknowing, and where they think that sometimes, I basically want them to think that we're actually going to be able to switch places, or that I'll actually get amnesia, or that I actually will be a girl or a dog, and I want them to think that God's on their side, when even though it's just me, and I warn them all day about it, but they keep doing it, because if I warn them about it, they'll keep doing it, because I know their psychology.
Because of some shady. Then when he turned into me, they were almost mad at me because of Hayden and some shady, because
and there's evidence of this throughout the whole series, where before I started doing this, and after I started doing it, and before I started, right when I started saying I was going to do it, it actually happened, which proves that I can actually sit through time and be able to time things out like no human could.
They're insane. They're like delusional. So I put license plates in Washington, D.C. that would say LP, then it's complicated what I do sometimes.
I created stuff because I'm God, but now I'm in human form.
And I was trying to match the true son of Lucifer. Why would I listen to you? He wanted Hayden Lonzo to go back to Robert LaFleur and make him think he's in a different world and tell him to go back to seconds. Those seconds are important to be able to change people's behaviors in time. And they said to Hayden, if I were to show you what you really look like, manipulates the gay and trans, will make them sin, but you're like gay and trans too almost. But I'm not going to turn to Hayden just because I get last. The song God Hates Us by Avenged.
Now, let's look at another video. I didn't cover this one yet, where it's literally as I am thinking that they want me to turn into a little girl or a dog or a trans person, I know it sounds crazy, or like become one, all of a sudden this happens, and as you can see, this. Believe it or not, that girl apparently is calling the cops.
Right here and the camera. You see the camera there? Look.
That is them, and right when I'm talking about them wanting me to become Jasmine, all of a sudden they have a girl that they wanted me to be reminded of someone who Hayden knew that was named Jasmine, that spoke just like that looked, well, not exactly like that, but I mean, they tried to find a girl that looked similar, and there happens to be a dog in the car. Now, believe it or not, this might sound crazy, but they wanted to insinuate that, like, I'd be a gay trans girl dog, and, like, pup play. Crazy, crazy stuff, and I don't judge any humans. I just, that's not who I am. They're really just trying to make me sin and be gay and trans and trying to make God hate me. So let's take another video. And this is another day where all the movies were pretty much just about the same. And then I could tell from the day before, they placed a Barbie movie and a house movie next to each other. Right when I was talking about house and stuff. And they put a Barbie movie there to insinuate if I want to be a house, I gotta be a Barbie. Like, they actually want me to think that I should trade my soul to them, or work for them, or cave into them, or think they're me, or make a deal with the devil. I mean, they're trying to insinuate so much crazy stuff about them. It's just the other day where there was, like pliers right next to a mask and like tape to imply that I should keep my mouth shut.
They want me to think if I want to be Dr. House because the cane, I
have a cane also because of a motorcycle incident. Let's see what this. And this was a day where I told you they always try and insinuate weird, strange stuff, and there's a guy just sitting there staring at the girl with red hair up there. I mean, he wasn't really staring at that, but he was just sitting there, and he wants to insinuate that I should be like that.
I walk over here and this guy's just standing right here, looking, insinuating the girl with red hair right there. Like, it's like watching like a lizard person in their natural habitat. Now he's trying to like tap stuff, trying to make me think of him. Like, grabbing his phone stuff all weird, trying to touch near his penis again. The person said sassy pants. They're trying to think I'm sassy pants. I don't care.
And there's a guy over there that said, "Oh, you sassy pants." I don't know if you heard that good, but they're trying to pretend to be my parents. Now they're trying to make me think I'm just being sassy. I know it sounds crazy, but it's probably because I was calling them sassy the other day before this.
Okay, they're trying to turn my family. They're really not good at it. And then let's take a look at this guy. The giant pedophiles. I mean, they want me to think that they wear rugrats. They don't get it. I'm not a kid. They don't. Imagine if someone came up to you. Imagine if you were, I'm really like God in human form. But imagine if you were like an adult of age. Let's say you were how old?
And again, when I say God, all of a sudden there's a girl right in sight. And specifically I'm talking about the small one. Because I want them to think that if by giving me this evidence on them and doing these subliminal messages to me, I want them to think that I'm basically rewarding them for the behaviors I want them to do. Slowly and subconsciously, they'll be getting addicted to putting these signs everywhere because they know that they'll be getting these subliminal subconscious signs from a God they don't understand as me. Because they're like, well, how would this person named supposedly Hayden Lonsdale be able to time that out? Unless it was just God doing it. When they don't understand that I'm not Hayden Lonsdale, I'm God doing it. That's why they're scared of Orgolorg.
My body is, not my mind. And you were 26 years old. Would you ever believe? Oh, of course, you have a dog. Would you ever believe that you're just sassy pants? Oh, my bad.
Now, believe it or not, I can't help but to laugh because of the ridiculousness of their tactics upon me. But that's real. That's actually a lizard person right there. The demonic, shape-shifting lizard people are real. The Illuminati is real also, and they work together. And that's one of them. And they have a dog there, and a stuffed animal, and they're trying to scare me, intimidate me, and they want me to feel like I'm their dog. And this is like evidence to point. It's like they're right in plain sight, and the only way you can see them is if you unveil your eyes the way I tell you to. And there's always a commonality, a common link between all these people, is that they want me to feel like I'm a little girl or a dog, and they're all lizard people and demonic and satanic, and they want me to be like a kid. And they all send me some weird subliminal signs in these stores because they want to intimidate me, make me think I'm in a different world or in hell. And they want me to decommission. They want to put Jesus Christ, me, out of commission. They want to make me just into a little girl dog and make me sin, make God hate me. And no one can hear this? No one? Not one person?
Like I said, it's like they want me to think that that's... I'm not crazy here. I almost want to say I'm not crazy, am I? At this point, if you watch all my videos, you either cry or get scared, run away. You come to me, you might as well be like, drop your life and come to Miami. You might as well pick up your cross and follow me. And I can prove to you, not only that, I have over... Let's look at this. Oh, I thought her backpack had like the kid thing on it. Like I said, you have all been led astray in my name. I'm not some person that's supposed to just know everything, make bread fall from the sky. I wish I was. That would be a lot easier than this. If I just make bread fall from the sky, I'd have these people running away from me. I'd have humans running away from me, or running to me because they would know I'm Jesus. That'd be a lot easier than walking around a Walmart, carting around a Walmart because my broken leg. So he has his like...
As you can see, that guy, right there, he has a stuffed animal of a lizard right next to his penis. Just walking around. Like I said, the action figure men, I might as well put this under the action figure men series video, where the guy had an action figure and a bunch of people rubbing their crotches and their butts around it. And there's one guy in the back that was like literally just sitting there with his legs were spread wide open. They think they can give me amnesia by psychologically traumatizing me because they prepared to do that to Hayden if he ever started going out and being like Jesus, that they would target him. But they didn't expect Hayden Lonsdale to turn into a million-year-old alien named Jesus Christ. And now they're all scared and trying to trick the government against me and stuff. Believe it or not.
He dodged. See how he has a dinosaur and like
Trust
type
me,
stuff. Like I said, they're giant pedophiles walking around. They actually think that I'm like a kid. That I'll just like believe in them.
And see how when she walked by, she kind of gestured to her vagina for a second? They think if they could, there's been girls that would itch their vagina and then, you know, sit on their hands, hoping that I'll think about throwing their vagina and that it'll traumatize me. You know,
like, if you're gonna try and get me, it's like they're trying to get someone else. And this is a little dinosaur, a little purple dinosaur. I mean, I think that's pretty crazy to be walking around doing that. I mean, right in plain sight. I mean, they want me and hope that I'll look schizophrenic and delusional. They don't understand how, like, they might as well be wearing a Paw Patrol thing coming up to me, saying like, I'm you, I'm your dad. Where your mom and dad? Like, sassy fans. Like, they want me to think that I'm just being sassy. They want me, like that girl said earlier in the video. I'm not sure if you guys were actually able to hear it because it was semi-far away, but I know she was talking to me. She said like, oh, you're funny. Like, I almost said it more.
And what that happened in the video is, there was a girl, I was like calling them out and stuff. She said, oh, haha, you're funny. Like almost terrified of me. Like, trying to make me think I'm just like delusional. Or they've tried to say stuff like that to me before. Where, or insinuate, I should say, with like schizophrenia and stuff like that. No, I'm not schizophrenic delusional. I actually just see you guys, and I know what I'm reporting on, and I'm not crazy to think you guys are just trying to hurt me or manipulate me. I think that's what anyone would think, right? I mean, if you saw someone doing it, if you saw a bunch of aliens doing this stuff to you, you would just believe in them?
More.
I mean, they're not aliens.
Sound more scary and evil than they did. I mean, they always like, oh, haha, you're funny. Because I was reporting them, saying what they're doing, and like, they're almost like, yeah, we're not. I mean, they might as well say, we're not giant pedophiles trying to make you into a little girl and a dog. We're just your family. It's like, well, why would my family be trying to make me into a little girl? Why would my family be trying to insinuate that I'm a kid? I mean, even if you go by my body's age, not my mind's age, I'm 26 years old. And you're treating me like I'm a little kid. At the same time, you're torturing me. At the same time, you want to misgender me. At the same time, you want to pretend to be on the left when you're really trying to torture the left. Satanists don't know Satan. If you want to torture people and rape and molest people, and then you're a Satanist. If you disagree with human rights and trans and gay rights, then you're not a Satanist. You just think you are. You're just a Christian. I don't agree with as many of the trans and gay stuff as a far left person, but everyone deserves rights. And when I say that, I just want to reiterate that Satanists are trying to make everyone gay and trans. And when I say that, they want to brainwash your children into thinking they're gay and trans and they're not. And then say, well, see, I mean, everyone's gay and trans. They just don't even know it because they want everyone to sin. If someone's naturally gay, I'd be fine with it. If someone's naturally trans, I'd be fine with it. Everyone deserves to feel they want to feel. Like, for instance, I'm a god that came into this body, and I want to feel the way I want to feel. I think if that guy, or like, have felt like a girl one day, that's one thing. I understand that. But I feel bad for the people who are online, and they're in college, and they're just around a group of people, and they just get confused. And they want to switch their genders again. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not. It has nothing to do with my opinion. I'm worried about human rights and human freedom. I just want to make sure humans, if they want to switch, they actually are doing it for the proper reasons and not because some demon monsters want to make me hate them. I mean, it's a sad thing, so I never want a human to think that they hate me or I hate them. Meaning, I don't want humans to hate me, and I don't want to hate humans. And I know I word that weird, but I mean, like I said, these people are the worst. They're pretending like to be, like, they just try to take the high ground. Like, they want to take the moral high ground, or what seems to be the moral high ground. Like, they are the type of people.
Even that, she like basically pulled her pants up, kind of into her vagina, and then put her hand in her butt and just kind of like blew it towards me or something.
I would say I'm privileged. I mean,
and then she just puts her hands in her pants.
I'm literally Jesus Christ. If there's one person that's supposed to be privileged, it would be a Jesus.
Like a bunch of pedophiles that just can't help but to touch themselves when they're around me.
Jesus Christ. I'm supposed to be king of the world. And if you saw a girl touching her butt, like, I mean, girls always do this when they're around me. She has like a SpongeBob shirt on. You can see that and zoom in. I can't like just, I don't want to kick out the store. So I hope everyone can understand that I don't hate people. If you see my other videos, I've never talked bad with the left or the far left, in the sense that I never hate or discriminate towards anyone. I just have a problem with what Satanists are doing, because Satanists wants everyone to get rid of rights. Satan wants everyone to not have.
They started wearing gloves a lot more. And I don't just mean one glove. If you see my series, you should know that there's a bunch of people walking around wearing one glove. But then, you mean, this is the coronavirus dying down, not being as deadly. All of a sudden, people started wearing a bunch of gloves, like with 2 gloves. Even though I know they work for the store and stuff, but still, even people who don't work for the store will be walking around with just gloves on. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's normal, even with the coronavirus.
Have free speech. Satan wants everyone to get rid of the guns. Satan wants to make black people hate black people, men hate men, white people hate white people, men hate women, women hate men. They just want everyone to hate. So to masturbate, that's fine. If a human wants to fuel the fire and put, or whatever you're into, well, what it leads to is an unhealthy sin. Categories are gateways to the other ones. I mean, if you have lots of sex, not people do drugs. I mean, I would never bring no Satan's real. They try and paint things. We want to make people believe what we want to believe, and that's not making people believe in stuff. Are you sure? Because that sounds exactly what they're doing. I mean, imagine if I told a human, here's all the money you want. Here's sick of it, right? Now, what if you got addicted to it and all you wanted was chocolate cake? And that was a metaphor for the fact that, imagine if you told someone you have to practice meditation and never be fun again. If you play video games, exactly, they might as well say that. They want me to look like I'm some weirdo. When I'm the one, I call them up. A human is supposed to be, man or woman, or however, a wife, but everyone needs 12 steps. Do you understand what I mean? The 10 Commandments are a 12 steps to life. meaning everybody needs steps, whether it's you're in Overweight's Anonymous, Marijuana Anonymous they have, and that's another thing. Do I agree with marijuana? Yes and no. Because the reason why, look it up, look up South Park alcohol commercial, drink, drink, drink. That's what Satan is doing to everyone, where they're pushed to make people want to have sex with everyone and inducing a sinful lifestyle with that, but I wouldn't want to punish you for it. And in Satan's mind, they think I'm going to go around torturing people for having sex. That's not true. I'm a father. I just want to make sure all the humans in the world are safe, practicing safe sex, practicing safe, your ecstasy can help you maintain, get rid of trauma. Wishing that they're snowflakes. Because I think they make some really good points, and so does the right, because I do not like, now what Satan did was they put a bunch of misogyny and racism in TV shows.
How they bend over, do strange stuff, right? Like his hands right there. So the guy bent over, then they know I'm going to turn the corner, and they have that guy touching his penis right there. They always do crazy things like that.
They put a bunch of misogyny and racism in TV shows to make people addicted to what I would call just smut on TV, like South Park, just blatant racism everywhere, and then they want to clean up the fire. I mean, they want to light the fire and then clean it. So they're basically don't know what they're getting into. It may seem morally superior to be on the far left. So now they want me to think that they're E.T. And it's a movie about a girl. Let's look at more stuff over here. Zola, it's placed differently. Book about a girl, probably a movie about a girl, or some girls. Yeah, everything looks pretty normal for the most part. I mean, those movies would be like that anyways if there's something behind it. Addams Family. Trying to insinuate like the Addams Family. They do all sorts of weird stuff like this. Selena, out of every single movie here, there's mostly just Selena. Now, they do strange stuff like this, to the point where it's just like more than obvious. It's always them doing. Plays have to do with girls and stuff that they would want me to think about. They want me to think that, like this. But if I ever said E.T., I want people to think of the movie E.T. Now, when they do it, it might as well be that thing. Now, I don't want you to imagine this as a bunch of humans walking around. I would rather you imagine it like there's literally just a bunch of wizard aliens walking around misplacing stuff, trying to make me think that they're my dad. How is this guy again? That guy? You should have seen my other video where I interrogated someone, and I had him live on camera talking about I know Satan is scared of, which is also the Lucifer and the Illuminati, the Luciferian people. You didn't see it, but there was a girl over there. Like, she touched her boob, touched her neck, and started touching her boob again, touching another part of her body, and they always do weird stuff like that around me. Like, they always want to insinuate their like butt and stuff like that to me. Because they actually think they'll give me amnesia and psychologically traumatize me, and they're addicted to controlling me. They're so addicted to controlling me that part of the reason why I put stuff on the store is so I do this, and they can feel like they're controlling me. It's like a strange addiction that I took advantage of. Because this is what's actually going to make people realize they're real. And if they stop, people will think it's real. If they keep doing it, people will think it's real. But honestly, with the amount of people that thought I was schizophrenic already, like even just putting your phone in your pocket, they're trying to, it might sound crazy, I know it will, they're trying to insinuate penis and vagina around me. You should see all the bananas they've had to try and like, insinuate stuff. Like that girl just touched me, I don't know if you saw her. It's like right near her vagina. And so that's all they do. And it would appear as though they're just normal people shopping doing strange stuff. But they're actually not. If you lift the veil from over your eyes, you will see that this is no normal store. It's like being in enemy territory. It's like the equivalent of me being in like Iraq or something. A helicopter, it's like, I'm Jesus Christ in enemy territory. And instead of Iraq...
See how I gesture towards penis again? That's randomly, right? What?
I'm Jesus Christ in enemy territory. And instead of Iraq, where people...
He walked right in front of me, just touched his penis, and it always happens. How come everyone's itchy around me? Think about it. I'm not making everyone itchy.
Knew it was enemy territory where they were. It's like everyone would say, no, this is Miami. It's like, no, this is literally like a demon-infested place where it literally said that Jesus is the only one that can discern from demon and human. And most people, no one here walking through this place would say, no, there's no demons. Video, you would still say I'm crazy. If I showed you 2 or 3 videos, you might think I'm crazy. It's not a voice, I talk to it. It's actually the satanic reptilian around the end of her bag is right near her vagina. That girl over there is touching near her butt. They do stuff like this all the time. They have guys that walk around with them just like half minutes, try and use their phone, having them pull up their pants. You should see the other day at Burger King where I can prove they were doing it. It's not obvious. And then these pills right there, that's like normal sometimes. But if you saw the other videos where they were so obvious about it, it makes even when it is normal, you'll probably think that they're doing it. Their head, they still want me to think about it. The only else would ever pick up on. Like just weird stuff like that. But if you mix with every single thing else I'm talking about, it starts to seem less and less like normal, slightly red or red. I mean, sometimes very red, sometimes bright red, sometimes pink strawberry red. Slowly, you start seeing people dye their hair blue around you one by one, and then you start seeing people try and pretend to be you in front of you. Like start seeing a bunch of people with like big beards, and you start seeing a bunch of people that like start touching their like balls and penis, and like there's a voice in your head that says that they want you to be like a little girl or a dog, and all of a sudden you start seeing signs that you're a little girl and a dog around. If that happened to me, how is my actual environment?
I don't know, I mentioned this in the video where I wasn't sure if I should say that at first, which I should get people to believe me without all that strange stuff happening, but before all this happened, I talked to a voice in my head, like actually talked to it, like a sentient form of torturous relationship where it actually tells me, like, you're the true son Lucifer. It tells me, remember the base and what we did to you. It says, It says stuff about you're just a little girl, remember? You're a baby, remember? You're the true son of Lucifer, remember? And it's like, they tell me stuff like that, and it's actually a real sentient being. It's not me, it's Satan, Lucifer, the devil, Illuminati, or something. What I'm saying, like, I just word it like that. It's a real sentient person in my head that talks to me, and this was before all this ever happened. I mean, what are the odds of that? If a schizophrenic was hearing voices, it wouldn't come to life.
Matching up with the, my voices in my head. You should have seen Banana Day, where it was like every single person had bananas, and the bananas were almost empty. I was like, that's not normal. So, I mean, crazy stuff is going on, and if you really think it up and look at every single thing that's going on, it's not normal. I would say it's not normal, at least. Condom that literally, he had a condom that had one, and he tried to make it so I would see it, and then he had a bunch of other condoms, and he put it in a space and a seat over, but still. And then I was going to investigate, and I was going to talk to him right here, and hope they don't see it, because I don't want to get kicked out of the source. The lizard Illuminati is real, and they're hoping I'll just seem schizophrenic and insane. Their job, basically, is to make me look schizophrenic and insane. That's what they think of their life as, is torture me, make me schizophrenic and insane, and make me seem schizophrenic and insane. Bring these people to walk around right here. I mean, this is all real. I need someone to be, it would take, I guess, to see all this. I mean, if any normal, real, average human, I would need to notice this stuff and know that it's not evil. Now, what about another analogy? What if someone was telling you, and there's a voice in your head that wanted you to be like a little boy, and a little, what's it called? A cat, and you start seeing signs of cats and little boys everywhere. And I told you, have you seen some of my other videos? I'm trying to make it look like the person that's controlling me. So, just so you know, the person who is, when I say controlling me, I see through time. And
I said, what if someone came up to you and just told you you were just a little boy, and all of a sudden the shirt said Lucky? And then I tried to time it out so that there's a dog right there right after I said that, so someone watching me might think, oh my god, maybe they're telling you you're just lucky. And then all of a sudden I call them a dog instead. I time it out so when I'm talking about them, there happens to be a dog right there.
I proved it to Lucifer and the Illuminati, so I just made it look as if the person that's moving through me and talking through me, if you've seen some of my other videos, don't click off, I know it sounds crazy. And then all of a sudden I go over here, there's a dog, so anyone who thinks that they're the ones who are controlling me, they're not.
And the dog goes over there, and I knew the dog would go over there, so I go over there, so right when I'm talking about them again, all of a sudden there's a dog right there, calling them a dog instead of the ones who are controlling me.
They're just
they're not controlling me, I'm just calling them a dog.
I mean, I think that's pretty funny, honestly, sometimes, but it's getting pretty serious, where, like, what if someone wanted to make you feel, and then it said Lucky right there, and Satan wants people to think that they're on my side, they're my dad, I'm just schizophrenic, anything to make people not believe that I'm really just the real Jesus Christ reporting on demons. Like that girl at the beginning of the video, or the other videos,
that
like
guy
too.
Slightly touched his penis.
Where she said, oh, you're funny. Like, she's basically like, I mean, she literally said just like that right to me. I mean, she really wants me to think that demons trying to hunt you, make you into a little girl and a dog. I mean, I know they're trying to make me sin. I'm not stupid enough to think I'm a princess or a queen. I mean, like,
that's why that commercial's
that,
out now about being a queen. I've had them put a bunch of people with red hair all over TV. I've had them see like a Barbie doll commercial where it says 777 on the Barbies, so that if I ever see it or if anyone else sees it, they'll think that I'm supposed to be like a little girl playing with Barbies. I mean, I'm seriously, they're deranged, sick people. They don't understand what they're doing.
Like, right, having Tom Queen is a queen thing right there. But I'm not stupid enough to understand that. I literally know they're trying to make me sin and stuff like that. There's nothing good or righteous about what they're doing. They're not my family. They're not my mom or dad. I mean, I've seen strange things where they're trying to make me sin, where they'll be like a dad. They'll be like a guy trying to be my dad, pretend to be my dad, that has like a shirt that said mama on it. And then one time another guy with braids had his braids like arranged in a certain way where a shirt said mom on it. And then crazy stuff. And then I know it sounds crazy and insane, but it is. I mean, think about it. It really is crazy and insane that they're doing all this. I mean, it really doesn't make sense from the perspective of what's going on for anyone to believe this is real if they didn't get the full picture. If I just said it to someone, I'd sound crazy and insane, schizophrenic, but I have it on video. Every single thing I'm saying is on video, and I apologize if my speech ever goes down and how good I can speak. I mean, they're trying to make me basically really distracted. So if I ever don't talk as good, that's because I'm distracted. I'm trying to word my words in a way where people believe me, because I know people probably watch a minute or two in the videos, I'm not watching that. I mean, that's why I'm trying to make it so it's so attention grabbing at the end. I mean, at the beginning, that people literally just want to watch my video. So please like, share, and subscribe. I know it sounds crazy that Jesus Christ would say this, but it's kind of what I got to say, because I really do need people to like, share, and subscribe, and I need people to warn everyone, not share, warn everyone, show people. Like, you know, that guy touching their penis like that, and then they even think like some sort of sexual, in my opinion. I know some people will hate on my videos and not believe in it, just like last time. I mean, do you really think I had turned water into wine and turned clay pots into birds and only had that many followers? I mean,
so I'm gonna make another part because, like I said, it's getting long, very, very long, and always read this stuff too.